of you. In this video, we are going to revise for your science monthly test. So today at 4 p.m. you'll be writing your science monthly test. So I want you all to watch this video till the end and prepare well for your test. So let's revise as per your question pattern. First Roman letter is fill in the blanks. Second is state true or false. So Roman number 1 and 2, you'll be asked objective type of questions from the lesson. And Roman number 3 is short answer. And Roman number 4 is long answer type of questions. And students, as you all know, the portions for science monthly test is lesson 9, interdependence in nature. You have got only one lesson for your monthly test. So I want you all to prepare well and score good marks in your exam. So now let's start our revision. First we'll revise the objective questions from your book. Then we'll move on to the question answers. So first we'll revise the fill in the blanks. First, plants, animals and microorganisms make up the dash component of the environment. As students, plants, animals and microorganisms make up the biotic component of the environment. So what is the spelling of biotic? B-I-O-T-I-C, biotic. And second one, animals eat what plants make. So they are called consumers. Animals eat what plants make. So they are called consumers. And third one, microorganism and worms which digest waste are called as decomposers. Yes, microorganisms and worms which digest waste are called as decomposers. Fourth, the surroundings in which an organism lives is its environment. So the surrounding in which we live is called environment. And the last one, bios means, yes students, you're right, bios means life. Next, moving on to second Roman letter, state true or false. The root of plants protects soil from being washed away. So the answer is true, yes. Second one, carnivores do nothing to maintain the environmental balance. Is it children? No, the answer is false. Carnivores actually help in maintaining the environmental balance. So we have learned that all the animals play an important role in maintaining the environmental balance. Third, orchids harm the trees on which they grow. So the answer is false. They do not harm. Fourth one, plants use groundwater. No, they don't use groundwater. They use the moisture which is present in the soil. So the answer is false. Fifth one, animals depend on plants for food and shelter. Yes, answer is true. Next is short answer. What are the things that make up the environment of an organism? So yes students, I hope you all know the answer. So the environment has got two components, the biotic and abiotic component. So the biotic component is made up of plants, animals and decomposers, whereas abiotic component is made up of light and temperature, water, air and soil. So next one, name the things that make up the abiotic component. So just now we learned that abiotic component is made up of light and temperature, water, air and soil. Next, mention one way in which animals help plants. Animals eat the fruits and throw away the seeds or pass them out with the stool. So this helps to disperse the seeds so that seedlings do not have to compete with their parents for water, light and minerals. Fourth one, how do decomposers help to maintain the balance of minerals in the soil? So saprophytic bacteria and fungi, they are called decomposers. They get their food from plant and animal waste. They digest the waste and decompose it down into minerals and gases. The minerals mix with the soil and they are absorbed by plants. Next, fifth one, what is food chain? Give an example. The linking together of plants and animals by the process of eating and being eaten is called a food chain. So what is the example of food chain? Grasshopper eat plants, the mice eat grasshopper, and the owls eat the mice. So this is the chain through which the plants and animals are being linked with each other. Next is long answer questions or detail answer. So from this lesson, 3 questions are very important and it can be asked as detail answer. So the first one is, what are the 2 processes that help to maintain the balance of gases in the air? So respiration and photosynthesis are the 2 processes that help to maintain the balance of gases in the air. And you must also draw this diagram. You can even color it and label all the and write all the explanations. You can draw 3 circles with a picture of plant inside one circle, picture of sky or air in one circle, and another one with the picture of any animal, and you can label all these points inside. Next, what is water cycle and how does it help? So this is another very important question. So water evaporates from oceans, rivers, lakes, trees and land. Water vapor rises with the hot air. It is not sir, sorry children, it is air, and condenses to form clouds when it meet the cold air. And when the droplets of water join up in the sky, they become heavy and they fall as rain. And some of the rain moistens. Moistens means it wet the soil and it seeps underground. Seep is penetrate, it goes deep underground to form groundwater. The rest flows into the rivers and finally into the oceans. So this continual movement of water from the earth to the air and back is called water cycle. This is nature's way of maintaining the balance of water. And the last one is, draw and label the diagram of water cycle. Students, you practice the diagram in your rough notebook so that you will be able to draw it neatly during your exam. So I want you all to revise well and do your best in your exam. Thank you children. Have a nice day.